Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Gulag, where, we had some fun power issues yesterday, but today things are back to normal, things are going well, although I do note that we're sort of struggling to keep our guards up to speed, so I'm going to bring this up to 50. I think with 128 prisoners in the joint, we can probably handle 50 guards to keep this all populated. Now, let's have a squizzy poo at this here production facility, right? Because we built out these two new power stations down here, which, you know, triggered the whole power debacle of 2018. So what I want to do is get these guys sort of spread out a little bit, and we'll do some... We've got a good amount of cash up our sleeves. So what we're going to do is we'll just clone up this guy here, like that. Can we squeeze another one in? No, the carpentry tables will get in the way. And then we're going to clone up like this across... That camera's going to be in the way, isn't it? Okay, hang on. We'll disassemble this. And then if we... Shit. Hang on. Quick build, clone, right? If we put that in there, it's going to get in the way of the metal detectors as well. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll share the table in the middle, right? And then we'll have this like here, and then another one, right? And we'll bring another row down here like this. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. So once that camera's dismantled, we can put those in there, but we can put these ones in now, right? And then here, and then woof. Well, we've just blown a whole bunch of money. Oops. Because these are $6,000 per block. So, okay. Well, look, that's fine. We'll come back to that. We'll get the rest of this underway shortly. So we'll pop this camera back in, and we'll pop it in here. All right, and that'll keep an eye on this whole swathe of stuff. This power station should be able to handle, so it can handle 5 rows. This is going to be larger. Look, it should, okay, right. And then we'll go objects, utilities, capacitor, and we'll do that, right? So this power station, once connected, should be able to supply this row. And we'll wait for some extra cash to tick in, and then we'll build out the wait. Why has my cash flow dropped so drastic? Oh. Let's see. Where is it? I thought it was finance. Income, expenses, wages, days without incident, 3.6 days. Value I. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess days without incident was doing really well, but then we had a couple of deaths a couple of days ago, and that has probably gimped where our money is going. Staff wages. Oh, we did also increase prisoner food. Staff food, wow, that's really high. We're giving these guys some really amazing food here, which is not the super greatest. Reform programs 2,700. We kind of need that to happen. Corporation taxes are at 15%. If we saved up 50 grand, then we could get the offshore tax haven to reduce that further. But it's only $600. It's only $600, so it's not really that bad. I'm not super worried about that. I'll tell you what. Let's have a look, because prisoner-wise, we've got 9 spots available for minimum. But we can bring in, let's bring in a couple of additional medium security, and we'll populate out this section here, just to keep some additional dudes in. That'll give us 14 grand, and it'll also increase our daily cash flow, which is good. We want that. We want more money to run all of our awesome gulag type activities. I'll tell you what, hang on. Let me go objects, and we'll dismantle these two here. And we'll just have 2 rows of 5. And then these carpenter's tables, because they're fairly easy, we can stretch these buggers out across the bottom here and get heaps of high quality beds being produced. But that is dependent on programs carpentry apprenticeship. So there's only one person who's finished that, and no one is currently interested. So that's a bit of a problem. I mean, I want more people doing carpentry, but I suppose until we do, we could probably get rid of these and just get more of the license plate presses going on. Probably. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. Right, so quick build. Let's just clone one row of these, and we'll put that in... where? Hang on. No. This row here. We'll leave a gap, and we'll put that there. What do you mean? You've got 2 of them in storage. I saw you just take them away. Did you not? Look, hang on. Look, workshop press, workshop saw. So workshop saw... Why is it $1,500? It's here. Oh. Workshop prep. Yeah, workshop press. Oh, I don't know what I did there. There must have been a moment where it was transitioning from one storage area to another and it just got confused. But that's fine. It's fine. We are now broke, however. So we can't even afford to connect the power up for these buggers, which is a bit of a problem. So I guess we'll just have to sort of leave and ignore that for the time being, and we'll come back to it when we're ready. So next thing I want to do is we'll just get this camera we disconnected, so we'll reconnect that. That should be taken care of. And how are these all doing? So most of them seem to be doing well. These 2 are a little bit overloaded, but that's fine. That's fine. So this one can have 3 removed, and that can have 1 removed. But at the moment, I think... No, we're okay. We're okay with that. Good. Okay. Now, I think that we are currently at the state where a shakedown... they're in shower mode at the moment. Alright, we'll wait until the evening before we do a shakedown. Or should we... stuff them. Let's do a shakedown now. We've got the extra guards on board. We can get this place searched up and make sure that there aren't any new tunnels being dug or well, like this guy's made himself a pickaxe, which is, you know, pretty bad. He got that past the metal detector. That's not a great thing. I would have expected that to be caught by the metal detector, but I guess, I mean, it looked like it was made out of wood, so it's probably not going to set off a metal detector, although I don't know how good a wooden pickaxe is going to do. I mean, in Minecraft, fine. It's the sort of first basic thing that you can get. But I'm not sure if I'd want to have that as a sort of a long-term getting-out-of-jail solution. Because, yeah, you'd want something a little bit more sturdy, surely. I mean, even in Minecraft, you use that one just to get you some stone. And then once you've got the stone, then you build stone pickaxes and so on and so forth. So it doesn't seem like something that I would want to have as an ongoing sort of thing. So anyway, more power to the people is what we are currently producing. We are going to hook up these new workbenches, and you know what? We can probably afford to pop in another press here and another saw here, spiffy, and then we'll hook those up with some power as well. Groovy. Now, of course, we don't have enough people to man all of these stations yet, but that is slowly changing thanks to the workshop safety induction, which is, 9 people have passed that. No one is 33 are interested, but no one's currently booked in to do it. So I'm not sure what goes on there. What I might do is I might cancel out this one and then add another one of these. Can I add a 3rd one? Can I add a 4th one? Can I add a 5th one? Not a 5th one. Okay, so we'll have 4 of those. Can I have... No, I can't have more than 1 carpentry apprenticeship because it is taking the 10 to 12 block. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's see if we can power through these buggers and get more of these boys hooked up with this. This armed guard will be causing them problems though. So what we might do, because the armed guards disrupt, like they make people nervous when they're floating about. So let's have a look at this armed guard patrol, and we'll just pull that out. And where else are we? Okay, so that should be fine. We'll use the cameras there, and we'll just, I'll tell you what, we'll move that guard patrol in this section to here. Right, so he'll be outside. I think there might still be an overlap, but look, we'll just be... Oh, I didn't want to... Oh, I wanted an arms patrol. We'll have a guard and an armed patrol. Fine, why not? We could also have a dog out there, I suppose, but... look, it'll be fine. Right, so this power needs to be hooked up to this new power station here. The other thing that I think... So, that's cool. That'll be nice. The other thing I think we really need to consider is getting some sprinklers. Where are they? Sprinklers. Right, we need some sprinklers in and around all of our power stations, because I know this freaking game. I know what it's like. It's going to be, hey, everything's fine. Nothing's to worry about. Everything's going, oh no, guess what? Your freaking prison's on fire. And it'll do it. We'll have them in the kitchen as well here. We'll have a couple there. We don't need any in there. Are there any other power stations around that we need to... So there's those and that and this and those two there. This kitchen has sprinklers already. Okay, great. All right, so let's check our pipes. And we'll get some small pipes run into those areas. Wow, we're going to have trouble. We're going to have trouble feeding these, I think. I think we could probably stretch that one to there. And we could probably... I want to run these separately. Right? Can we have... I tell you what. This pumping station is outside the city limits. Oh, no, it's not. It goes down into there. But there's no way that they can tunnel into that, theoretically. So we can have a large pipe coming up here. Right? We'll just run it straight up through this area. And then we'll connect these guys down like this. And you know what? We'll just hook straight across like this as well. As a sort of two-way thingammy-do. And then that leaves these boys. So, how are we going to handle this? Right? Because we could put a large pipe down there. But then, hang on, we're in... Let's get into pipe mode. There we go. So we could put this large pipe down, but then it means that these boys can dig into this tunnel and then get down through this section here, which is a bit of a danger, and it's not the sort of thing I like. I could just run it... I'll tell you what, we'll just run it across like this, right? Straight across the top of the workshop. So if people do use this to tunnel, they're just going to get into the workshop, which isn't super bad, I hope, but I guess we'll find out. And then we'll run these pipes directly up like this. Right? And this and this. And then we'll link them all up. So that in the event of one of these guys exploding, if it knocks out a pipe, the other pipe should kick in and provide water. Alright? So, and that's always a critical thing. With putting a sprinkler in like this, if you just run one pipe to it, and there's an explosion that knocks that pipe out, you're hosed. Or you're not hosed, as the case may be. And we kind of want these things to be, you know... We want these things to be functioning to the point where, in the event of fire, they will put the fire out. Or at least keep it contained and under control until the fireys can arrive and do the needful to get the place, you know, no longer on fire. Oh, did we miss these ones? Yeah, bloody hell. Okay, run that up like that. Ugh. Okay, and we'll run one down like this. Shit. God. Okay, don't keep flipping it a power thing, please. I would like it like this. Alright, I tell you what, we'll just run it across like this and across like this. We'll just do a loop there. That should do the trick. Oh, and the kitchen. Kitchen? Hello, kitchen. How are you today? Are you feeling good? Excellent. So we'll hook them up like that, and then probably like that. And then that doobly-doos around like that. Good. That should... Oh my god, this kitchen is... This kitchen's a little overpopulated, I must say. is it actually delivering to here? Because there's all these sandwiches and stuff, and they're still bringing sandwiches in. So what the hell is this? Let's check our deployment logistics food distribution. You are delivering to the staff canteen only, and yet you have 0 meals being cooked. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. These ones seem to be... Oh. These ones seem to be not coping with the actual demand of the number of prisoners in each of these areas, which is a problem. I'm glad we checked this. How about down here? How are you boys doing? Okay, that's fine. But these ones... Well, welly well. We need more kitchen activities to be occurring in these particular nooks of this particular prison. So let's get some cloning of these set up. We'll probably need 2 more in here, I reckon. And I reckon we'll probably need another sink. Except there's a bin there. Shit. Go and dismantle that bin. We'll move that. We'll shift that somewhere else. We'll put that here next to the camera. Like this. Good. And that sink can go there. We'll just check the pipes under the sink. So that should be good. These guys should have power. And they're connected back to... Oh, God. We're going to have another bloody power situation, aren't we? Yep. Yep, we are. Yeah, it's going to happen. Okay, so that's going to trigger that. This, if I build this out, is going to trip that as well, because this power station is totes maxed out. So, all right, very quickly before they go in, we're going to need another powerhouse. You know what? It can just be like this. 8 by 9. Ooh, I don't want to butt it up against the wall. It'll cut a hole in the wall. So let's just do like this. 8 by 8, 9 by 9. The heater can stay in there. I don't care. I don't care if the power station gets hot. Or we'll put a couple of windows in just to vent the heat out to the outside world. We'll get a half door like that. That should do the trick. And let's do a quick crazy Ivan here. Okay, everything's still black. Good, good, good. So we'll quickly get another power station in with our no money. Oh. Okay, alright, we haven't tripped that yet, though. It's awfully close. It's eye-wincingly, wateringly close to tripping. But what I figure we'll do is we'll pop in this guy, and we'll sever this link here, and then we'll sever this link here. Yeah, and this kitchen will just be run by this power station. That should be sweet. That should do the trick. It'll have to have a couple of capacitors and stuff, you know, to keep it, to give it enough power to run this boy. But we can cannibalize a couple out of this section and move them up into here to give us enough power to run this out. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll dismantle these. Oh, there's some pipes there. And there's some pipes there as well, which we're going to have to replace. I seem to remember that when we severed a link down here... Where did we sever that link? I've forgotten now. Was it in here somewhere? And we... Is it like... We severed a link over here, but then we... Oh, look at all these pipes. They don't need to fucking be there anymore. That was the experimental heater situation that I installed that didn't bloody work. But I seem to remember we cut a power line over here somewhere, and I was worried that there were going to be some pipes severed. But it doesn't look like there's any problem. Aha. Never mind then. Okay. Hot water pipe. It only looks like it's that one that we need to worry about. But we may as well connect it across and get that extra pressure in there. She'll be right, eh? And was there a small pipe? That all seems to be fed fine. Okay. That's fine. Who's this? Dan Chappelle. Counterfeiting currency and perjury. Oh, okay. Good work, Dan. Right, so this section's now offline, and I think we have enough to do this. So let's go fresh power station for 5,000 wing wangs, and then let's get objects dismantle. I guess no, utilities dismantle. Sorry. Let's just get these 3 across the bottom here, and we'll move them up to hook up to this guy. And we'll, actually, I tell you what. Oh, there you go. All done. And then utilities capacitor. 1, 2, 3, and then speed those ones up. This water boiler is offline at the moment. This kitchen is offline at the moment. Oh, and we'll need some cables, won't we? Because this connects up. Happy days. There's a gap there where I've dismantled that, so we'll have to fix that in a moment. But then we can run the power up, and then across, and then small pipe. Sure, there was a small pipe, and then a large. Yeah, okay. Well, that one doesn't need to go there. It's just that one there. Great. So that'll reconnect those, and then this top section will be on yet another circuit, which is not going to be enough. So we're going to need another capacitor or 2. How are you doing? You're okay. I'll tell you what, we'll leave that one as it is. We'll just buy a couple more. Maybe one more. It is urgent, please. So we'll get someone to install that. I don't know why they're over in that side of the... Oh no, here he comes. Alright, let's see if this is enough. Click. Just. Very, very just barely. Okay, great. So that's fine. I'm cool with that. Let's hook up these sprinklers as well, just to make sure that we've got everything, doing what it needs to be doing. And let's check our logistics now. How close are we? So we're in lock-up time now. It's 6 a.m. I think 8 a.m. is breakfast time, isn't it? Regime. Oh, no, it's midday. Righto. Okay, well, we'll let the boys go. When we get closer to midday, we'll see how these new kitchen shenanigans are going to do up here. And this kitchen here, well, okay, well, maybe I need more capacitors here, but I didn't have the money for it. So we're going to need to build more cookery stuff in this kitchen, and that'll mean that we'll need to replace those 3 capacitors there. But, oh my giddy aunt, $2,800, $3,600 on tasers. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bit of a problem. I hope all of you boys get released. Go and make me some good money. Okay, and anyone in here? No one. Shit. These should be shared, though. Is it just that they're... It's just that none of these boys are going to be good enough to release? It seems like a waste. Oh, no, there's one. Mr. Broomfield. He's a stoical gang member. Perjury, 19 years. And robbery, evidently. And burglary. I don't know what burglary and robbery... I think... Robbery is when you rob someone, and then burglary is when you break into a house and rob stuff. Anyway, it's not... I mean, it's semantic. It's not really important. So, these boys are doing well now, which is good. We've got a good amount of people, and it looks like most of them are on the saws at the moment, and then there's one dude operating a press here. So maybe having more tables in here is going to be more better and more efficiency. But, oh look, I guess we'll just have to... let it roll and find out. This is inactive. Why is this inactive? Is it connected to something? It is connected. It's just that this... this is the one that... If we look at connections here... So it's got 3 too many. So anytime you have one of these that's got all red, you're good. But this one's got 3 too many. This one's got 1 too many cameras attached. So we may have to expand our CCTV network so that we can cope with the overflow. But right now, that's not a super duper problem. We've actually got... Where are these 2 connected to? Which one? To that one. And then this one's connected to the same one. Okay, I tell you what. We don't need So let's just dismantle these two. Right, and that should help out a little bit. Where is where else? What was this one? Let's just finagle this a little. Where is it? Utilities. This one. Okay. And then there's, what's that room? Oh, that's a prison, like a cell. And what are you connected to? You're connected to all of those cells, and you were connected to one of these guys. Okay, that's cool. And you're connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're connected to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Okay, so 8 seems to be the magical number. Can we probably potentially do without one of these? I think so. Let's just delete that. We'll just have one camera in there. Actually, let's cancel that. And let's dismantle this side. So this camera can overlap into here a little bit. These ones seem to be, just the two of them seem to be doing the trick. I mean, there's a bit of a dead spot down here and here, but honestly, it shouldn't be a problem. It should be fine. We should be able to handle this. And that should stop all of our flashy cameras from annoying me. Anyway, okay, cool. So this is still fairly close to problematic. I wonder if having power stations that close to full load causes them... Oh, hello. Logistics. Food. Supply 1. Okay. I think we might be having some problems here with a couple of things. And it's something that we'll have to look at next time. So the demand here is still higher than the supply. This is very bad. We need to fix that very quickly. I think most of the problem here is, look at all this fracking bacon that's floating around in this room. Alright, it's only a tiny kitchen. It's only got one fridge. I would expect them, and there's only one cook in this room. I would expect... Oh, fuck it, look at it all. And they're still just buying... Okay. I'll need to look into this. We might need to just do away with this room, because it looks like they're still just buying staff meals anyway. So, I'll tell you what, here we go. Look, let's just piss that off. Get rid of it. All of this stuff can be relocated. That cook can be relocated. And we could probably do with, I tell you what, how many cooks do we actually have? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cooks. And let's check on logistics and make sure that we've got... Okay, dudes are there. Dudes are in there. We'll just make sure that all of these jobs are all... Oh, no, I don't want to max out the laundry. It seems like it doesn't do what we want it to do. Okay, so that should be a bit better, hopefully. If we can get more food pumping out of this, because there's plenty of space here. We just need more food pumping out. And all of this food that's just, where is it? It's just sitting around here. It doesn't seem to be being made into staff meals. We seem to keep just buying staff meals and bringing them in. So, if we are going to keep buying them, then stuff it. We may as well just, you know, be done. Like, just... Are you eating like a rattle? It's probably an apple. Anyway, if we're just going to buy staff meals, then stuff having this kitchen here. Let's get this food out and into the other kitchens where it can actually be used to feed people. See, now these guys have got bacon. Before they only had like cabbage. So hopefully this should help things out. Why did you have a paintbrush? You going to do some art? You ex-law enforcement probably going to get stabbed soon, snitch. Oh, that's something we need to consider, but honestly... I have no idea where I would even put the snitch area. Maybe down here. Oh, God. Oh, the radio host. Okay, cool. Well, that's a good note to end it on. Well, no problems with the radios. No problems with power. Definitely problems with money. But we've got some good exports and paroles going on, so we should be okay. But anyway, guys... Thank you very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. You know, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Sub if you're wanting to catch some more of this and all of that sort of guff. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye.